Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Ouroboros Tarot, and today we are going to be asking how your person felt the last time they saw you. So we have 5 groups to choose from today. These mushrooms aren't going to be in the videos. I didn't realize I was going to be making this many groups and the cards didn't fit, so we have mushrooms to choose from. But fear not if you don't see your mushroom. It's still your pile. So we have 5 piles to choose from today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and pause this video, take as much time as you need, and I will see you in a minute. Hi pile 1. So today we are asking how your person felt the last time that they saw you. And how I'm gonna do this is with the oracle cards that you chose, this is going to signify what was going on, what the situation was the last time you saw your person. And if this resonates, if this is what was in fact happening at the time, then we can go ahead and get into the tarot about how they were feeling the last time that they saw you. Okay, so for your oracle cards, we pulled your dreams are closer than you think, death, and fear. I feel as though the last time you two spoke, there was a truth that was revealed from either one of you, discussing the need for more in life and discussing that those needs were not being met in this connection, or that this connection was holding either you or them back in some type of way. This could have ended in some sort of argument of some kind that was very much fear-based. However, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but there was a sense of anxiety over the future of not just this connection, but just the future of you and this person separately as well. And there was just, it was a very transformative moment. But if that resonates with you, let's go ahead and get into tarot. How was pile 1's person feeling the last time they saw them? Okay. I'm just going to take this top one. We have the devil. We have the fool. Wow, lots of major arcanas. We have strength and temperance. Okay. We also have the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to go ahead and just put these further up so that everything can be in shot. And with this card here, your dreams are closer than you think, or whatever it is, you know, this cup is overflowing with emotion. I think that the fear was very profound, or the anxiety, and just the sadness. Okay. And then we have the Four of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Eight of Pentacles and Judgment. And on the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So the last time that your person saw you, with this Queen of Pentacles here as the bottom of the deck energy, I'm really feeling as though there was just this emotional overwhelm on their part. They felt very, very emotional, and a little bit of panicked. With this Temperance, Eight of Pentacles, and Judgment, I feel as though there was some sort of panic over the amount of work that they had put into this connection, and the situation being presented to them as it was. With Judgment here and Temperance, I'm picking up on, especially with this Judgment, with the words right below it, just breathe, I'm picking up on like almost them needing to hold back on a panic attack. Especially with this Judgment here, it felt like it was something very, very serious. Something very serious was occurring, and it was causing them to really need to take a step back and calm themselves down. And then we have Strength and the Knight of Cups. And what I'm getting from this is that even though there was this news, so for a lot of you, I feel like it was you who decided to sever this connection in some type of way. But with Strength and the Knight of Pentacles here, I'm picking up on them feeling as though you, even in this truth, even in this desire to go beyond this connection, there was still a gentleness to you that they truly, truly appreciated. They felt the charisma, I think, that you have, or the grace that you have just on a daily basis when it comes to interacting with most people. And they felt this kindness and this gentleness, and they felt very, very thankful for your honesty, as well as for your tact. And then we have the Fool and the Four of Wands. And I think another thing, while there was panic here, there was also a little bit of excitement. Like I feel like in this energy that I'm feeling here was a ton of love for both yourself and for the other person. And I think that your person, while they were panicking, also understood that this could potentially be something that would be really positive for them too, if they were to accept what you're saying for what it is and start having a mindset immediately of forward thinking rather than one of resistance. However, at the same time, with this Four of Wands, another thing that I'm picking up on is that they, I think, in the time that you guys were together this last time, they were also secretly hoping that in accepting this future that has been laid out in front of them, there would be a possibility of reconciliation later on down the line, of coming back together. And then we have the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. And again, I'm getting the feeling, like I did with this Temperance, of this need to really temper their reactions. I feel as though there were a lot of reactionary impulses that this person had the last time that you two spoke. And one of the reactions that they had was really wanting to cling to you. And what I'm getting from this, with this Page of Pentacles, is that codependency and more negative types of attachment, or maybe not negative, I shouldn't use the word negative, more unhealthy types of attachment is something that they have really worked on, or they're attempting to work on it. And I don't necessarily think that they have mastered this by any means, because the Devil is still showing up and we also have Fear here. But I do think that they were trying to they were trying to remind themselves the last time you guys saw each other that they don't own anybody and nobody owns them. Nobody belongs to them, and that's okay. And I think it really went against their inner nature to remind themselves of this and act on this truth rather than how they feel. And it feels like it was something that was incredibly hard for them, but they tried their best. And whether or not you would agree, I do see that they struggled with this and they tried their best. And I do, with this Fool and the Four of Wands, I'm just picking up on like a little bit of like manipulative energy, and I don't think it's necessarily intentional. I think that they're just really trying to work this situation for potential favor in your eyes later on down the road. Because I'm really not seeing with these oracle cards some sort of like huge altercation or argument that led to some sort of tower moment. It really feels like this was something that was really well thought out and planned, and it was scary, but scary in the terms of like in the sense of lots of things are scary when you're stepping outside of your comfort zone in order to grow more, rather than it was scary because there was all of these emotions running wild and someone did something impulsive, if that makes sense. But I think also, you know, with the Queen of Cups being here at the bottom of the deck, in all of this, there was still a lot of love here in this situation. I'm not picking up on, you know, I think it would be different if this Devil was in this position right here. Then I would think that, you know, the overall encompassing feeling for everything that was going on the last time you saw them was codependency. However, with the Queen of Cups here, it's more like there was just genuine care and authentic love, with also the hope that eventually this could potentially change. These three oracle cards could change into something else. I wanted to get some channeled messages, but I didn't grab them. Let me go grab them really quick. If I can. I have like a ginormous basket full of all of my tarot and oracles and stuff. Okay. Let me just, oh gosh, set this down. Okay, so there was one card that just came out while I was setting it down, and it's I Dream of You. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna get some more. Oh, there's another one in here. Where did it go? Nothing serious. Right over the Fool, which is a more light-hearted energy. I think you're the one. So what I'm getting from this Nothing Serious is that they're really trying to play it cool, I guess, you know, like, because with the Fool and the Four of Wands, that's kind of what I was talking about them wanting to play it cool. And then we have Sex, which is this Devil energy, and we'll get two more. Okay, I'm sorry. And I love you. Okay, and we'll also go ahead and get some advice from the Love and Relationships deck, just for you guys. I'll go ahead and pull two cards. What advice is there for pile one? we have rest. I take a step away from my stress and then a deep breath and then a crankiness killing nap. When I get the rest I need, I instantly become a better version of myself, able to navigate complex relationships in a single bound. When I don't, I'm not, which means I shouldn't, but I try to, and then we can't, and it doesn't, but I did, so it wasn't. Ugh, good night. Okay, let's get one more piece of advice for pile 1. Okay, well, more wanted to fly out. Independence. I embrace total independence, and I see how empowering that is. Even when I'm in a relationship, I can still be independent by meeting my own needs and creating my own happiness. When I do that, I'm the fullest version of myself, and I have much more me to give without needing pieces of me in return. And then another one fell on the floor. Boy. Okay, let's see. It is, I'm a catch. I'm a total catch, and I know all the reasons why. I know that anyone would be lucky to be with me, and that doesn't mean I'm arrogant or snobby. Self-respect is just one of many qualities exhibited by this complete and utter babe. That's beautiful. This one's my favorite personally. But pile 1, that is what I'm seeing for you. If it resonated, I'd love to hear more about it in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you guys today. I really love making these videos, and I've been having so much fun with them. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to email me at the email address that I've put in the description box. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the opportunity to read for you in another video again soon, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye! Hi pile 2. So today we are asking how your person felt the last time that they saw you. So the way it's going to work today is the oracle cards that you chose are going to be the cards that represent what was going on the last time you saw your person. And if it resonates, then we'll go ahead and shuffle tarot and get into that. So let's get right on into it. This here is a very interesting spread, and very specific, I will say. When I pulled these cards, this is the first thing that came to mind, and really it's very strong and sticking out to me. So if this doesn't resonate with you, I don't blame you, because it's so specific. And go ahead and pick another pile if it doesn't resonate. But the cards that you got were the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd, divinity, and balance. And what I'm seeing from this is that the last time you saw your person, you were probably in some sort of, like, maybe you were at church, or like in some sort of self-help group. Maybe you guys went to a yoga class together. There was some sort of, like, I want to say coming together in which there was leadership to help guide others in some sort of way. And with balance here and divinity, I really think it was some sort of spiritual or therapeutic type of thing the last time that you guys saw each other. Yeah, and when I was pulling these cards, I just asked what was going on, like what was the most prominent thing that was going on the last time they saw each other. So, I mean, that's what I'm seeing. So I hope this resonates with some people, because really that's what I'm seeing. And if it doesn't, just pick another pile. But I feel like whoever this group is, there was some sort of meeting or connection in terms of self-growth, self-healing, spiritual development, organized religion, or like working out, just something of that nature. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on into it. So, how was pile 2's person feeling the last time they saw them? How were they feeling? Okay. We have the King of Cups, the Two of Swords reversed. We have the Emperor. Okay, some came out. Let's see. We have the Page of Pentacles, the World, we have the Moon, we have the Magician. How are they feeling? And we have the Queen of Pentacles, and on the back of the deck we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna check really quick to make sure everything is in shot. Okay. Pile 2. How was your person feeling the last time they saw you? So, let's talk about this elephant in the room, the Seven of Swords. And what I think is really interesting about this particular Seven of Swords is that the word that is used for this card is, or the words I guess, is scarcity mentality rather than like deception or looking out for oneself. And I think that that's really important here. Another thing that I'm seeing is there's just, okay, so yeah, like I just feel like you guys were like in therapy or something together, as strange as that sounds. Like we have, you know, with this, we have mental health, we have emotional maturity, ascension, shadow work, take up space. I feel, and then skill development. I feel like whatever you guys were doing the last time, like maybe not therapy, but it was like some sort of effort to grow or to be a better person of some kind. And I think that I'm going to get back to this Seven of Swords. I feel as though the last time that they saw you, they really were they really had a great deal of confidence. For the Emperor to be here and the Magician, this is very powerful. These are two very powerful people. And I feel like they really felt kind of like on top of the world in a sense, or just very, very confident. And with this Emperor, this is a new deck for me, and I really am liking it because it's really increasing my my thoughts on just intuitive messages from cards. So for me, typically, I think of the Emperor as somebody who is very controlling and ready for battle, but here it's taking up space. And then the Magician, I do agree. I think it's a very creative energy, but I would say it's more of like it could be manipulative at times, and it could also be just like very, very self-sure, like sure of themselves, which is, you know, but that's not that. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm at the moment. But anyway, so I feel like they were just in a really good, confident place the last time that they saw you. They felt like they could really be themselves. They felt as though they could be really authentic. They felt very powerful, very authentically true to themselves, and very much welcomed. Then we have the so what I'm getting from this, really, like the biggest thing that I'm getting from these two cards is that they felt as though they were in a safe space. Wherever you guys were, it was a safe space. And then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And what I'm getting from this is that the last time that they saw you, they were really trying to there was really a lot of like personal empowerment and a lot of like personal development at the time. And they were really, it's like they were trying to develop skills in order to practice almost emotional regulation. This is just so bizarre. I never would have thought that this would be the reading that I would be giving somebody on like a general YouTube reading. And then we have the Two of Swords reversed and the Moon. And what I'm getting from this, and we're going to go back to the Seven of Swords right now, is that the last time that you guys saw each other, even though it was a really safe space for them to be themselves, it was still a very difficult space to be in, because they were forced to look at some of their shadow selves. They were forced to look at maybe a little bit of their selfishness or a little bit of their thought processes that like really aren't serving them, or their patterns of behavior that really aren't serving them. And I think that they were really starting to acknowledge their own role in some of the things that go on in their life that perhaps they're not the happiest about. And that in no way is me blaming anybody for anything bad that is happening to them. I think that there was just a bit of self-awareness when it comes to their thought patterns. And I think that whenever you saw them last, like a couple of walls came down. So for this Two of Swords to be reversed, I'm really sensing that like the resistance to keeping those swords crossed and like protecting themselves was really coming down so that they could do this shadow work. But it was still uncomfortable. It was still something that like made them have to look at parts of themselves that they might not necessarily want to have to look at. And then we have the King of Cups, and we have the World. And what I'm getting from this is that the last time they saw you, there was some sort of need on their end to have to, really regulate themselves and look at themselves in a sense that was not in the best light. But in doing so, they grew from it. And they felt, with this World here, the word underneath it is ascension. And I really feel as though they felt as though they ascended in some type of way onto another evolutionary soul journey, if that makes sense. Like they in doing this, they're now on a path of continuous ascension, and they're really wanting to continue to better themselves and be the best version of themselves that they can, and really stay true to their highest, most authentic self. Yeah, I would really, if this resonated with you, I would be really curious to hear about what it was that you guys were doing the last time you saw one another. And maybe it wasn't even like the last time you saw each other, but like the energy of whatever this was so profound, it's showing up. And you'd know better than me, but just so interesting. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm just going to pull some channeled messages. What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2? We have only you. Are you my soulmate? Oh, okay. I wish I could take it back. We're gonna get 2 more. Okay, you can trust me. And then I want to move on, but it flew out reversed. Nothing in here. I mean, I guess it could have been. I guess it could be them. This shadow work could have had to do with them having to acknowledge that they've really messed up in some sort of way. But with this, I want to move on. Like I'm feeling as though it really has to do more with this ascension we were talking about. But at the same time, when I really think about this, this is definitely like introspective emotions rather than emotions toward you in particular. This was definitely a reading of their own journey that you were a part of. But I think really like the biggest takeaway I'm getting from this of how they were feeling the last time that they saw you was a little bit uncomfortable, but very empowered. Very empowered and ready to take responsibility for their own actions and decisions and stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some advice for you guys. We have receiving. I open and allow myself to receive love in all ways from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bedbugs, or hate mail. I receive love and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. Okay, let's keep going. What advice is there for pile 2? We have loyalty. I am there for the people I care about in whatever way they need me. Ride to the airport? No problem. Bail you out of jail? You bet. Go see your band again? Maybe. The point is, when I stand with them, I know I'm a part of something special. And to be honest, it doesn't suck to look around and remember they're standing with me too. Okay, and one final piece of advice for pile 2. Any day now. Okay. And we have, celebration. When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I give jealousy the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys, which means that I'm a good guy, and that means all of us win. Who wants to celebrate? Okay, pile 2, well, this is what I have for you today. I would love to hear in the comment section down below what is going on, if this resonated. If it didn't, go ahead and find another pile, or maybe there's just no message in these videos for you today, and that's okay too. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to email me at the email address I've provided in the description box, and hopefully I will have the opportunity to read for you again soon. Bye! Hello, pile 3. So today we are asking how your person felt the last time that they saw you. And how I'm going to do this is with the oracle cards that you chose. I'm going to go ahead and use this as an indicator of what was going on between the two of you the last time you saw each other, just for confirmation that this is in fact your pile. And if this resonates, we'll also get into tarot. If it doesn't, there might be a message for you in another pile, or perhaps there's just no message for you today. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the tarot first, and then we'll go ahead and get into your reading. How was pile 3's person feeling the last time they saw pile 3? Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. Whoop. Okay, well, this just came out, so we're going to take it. It was the 8 of Cups. Let's get the rest of this. Oh, and another one came out. Let's see. And the 2 of Swords. We'll put that here. How was pile 3's person feeling the last time they saw pile 3? We have the 9 of Pentacles. Oops. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, we have the 7 of Wands. Okay, let's make sure that all of this is in shot. I'm also today going to pull channeled messages after we do the oracles and tarot, and then I'm also going to pull advice as well. Okay, pile 3, so let's go ahead and talk about these oracle cards first when it comes to what was probably going on the last time you were in connection with this person or the last time you saw this person. The oracle cards that you received are Passion, the Lonely Journey of the Priestess, Power, and Energy. So it feels to me as though the last time you saw this person could have been potentially very unexpected. But the biggest thing that I'm getting is that you probably saw this person after a very long period of no contact or of separation of some kind. I feel as though this is a connection that is from your past, and it's something that in separation, both of you probably really have grown a lot since the last time you two saw one another or were in contact with one another. The Lonely Journey of the Priestess is really a card of transformation and evolution, but it's a card that is very solitary. And I'm kind of picking up on the sense that this solitude comes from this connection that you're inquiring about having ended in the past. And I feel as though you guys probably either it was just some sort of random run-in with each other or random opportunity to reconnect. However, for whatever reason, something has happened in which you two came back together. And it was during a time in which one or both of you really was sitting in your power. And what's interesting with this Power card is that this is also in the Rider-Waite deck. This, what is it called? I think it's a diadem. And it's the high, you can find this in the card of the High Priestess. And then we have the Lonely Journey of the Priestess, which I just think is very interesting. And what I see with this Power is that you both, one or both of you, were really evolved or have really grown since the last time. Sorry, my cat. Lily. Hold on just a second. Girl, you can't sit on my lap right now, honey bun. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that's a really good sign of good luck. That's what I've heard before when it comes to cats showing up in your readings. It's a sign of good luck. So thank you, Lily. What was I saying? I was talking about power, and I feel as though both of you guys have really evolved since the last time you saw each other. So this was what I feel most strongly, and this isn't going to resonate with all of you, but I feel like for the majority of you, it had been a long time since the last time you had seen this person. And in this length of time, both of you had really grown and really stepped into your power and into your authenticity. And with passion and energy here, I feel as though this reunion was something that was intentional, or it eventually became intentional. There was a spark of some kind. There could have been like physical passion here. But really, I'm getting like an excitement. There was an excitement. There was like a surprise, and an intensity in this connection the last time you two saw one another. But that's what I'm seeing in terms of what was going on. So if that resonated with you, let's go ahead and get into how they were feeling. So we have the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. So I feel like there was definitely this feeling of almost like insecurity on their end the last time that they saw you. I'm kind of picking up on like them having seen you and been like being like, wow, this person was really is really in their power. This person has grown so much. This person is so beautiful. And what do I have to show? You know, like maybe you guys ran into each other and it was really unexpected, and perhaps they didn't feel as though they looked the best, or they really weren't sitting in this place of confidence. But I'm just getting this sense of like they really felt insecure, and also they felt this drive to come toward you. They felt a little confused. They were like, wow, like I feel very insecure, but also at the same time I kind of want to approach this person. I kind of want to go towards this person and see what happens, but at the same time I feel really confused, is what I'm getting from this Five of Swords and the Two of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. And I'm sensing that even though, and with the Seven of Wands here too, I just get this sense of like them really wanting to protect themselves at first, really having their walls up, really feeling kind of like nervous, or just like there's just this feeling of insecurity. Lily. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Girl. I'm gonna have to stop this real quick. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Pile 3. Lily sometimes is needy and needs to be in my lap. Okay, so what I was saying with the Seven of Wands was that I get the feeling that there was like a little bit of like shock and self-protection. That was like their immediate response, and I felt cautious. I don't know if you can hear her running around. I'm gonna get so distracted. But there was just this air of caution, and not really sure what was going to happen. So they had a little bit of a wall up. But then we have the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, and I sense that they really saw you as this Nine of Pentacles. They saw you as somebody who was just so, they were like, there was like this magnetism to you at the time when they saw you, and it made them feel very drawn to you. It made them really want to come rushing toward you, and it made them really want to communicate with you. The Eight of Wands is also all about communication. It's not just action. It can be travel and communication and just fast forward movement. But like, it's just so interesting because there's like, I don't necessarily see like a whole bunch of like love or like sweet feelings here. Not that I'm saying that they don't have those, but you know, I don't know. I don't see it here. But if this was just some sort of like coming together that was really random, I'm really sensing more of like, kind of like with this, like now we have competition, and the page, is this the page? No, this is the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel almost like they felt as though they needed to show off. They felt as though they needed to show you that they were doing well as well. But I don't think it was just because they like wanted to one up you. I feel as though there may have been like a little bit of that, but also they wanted to impress you. Oh my God, Lily, no, honey bun, you can't come up here right now. No. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Oh, Lily. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to stop it again. Okay, pile 3. Hopefully this is the last time I have to stop this. So what was I talking about? I feel as though there was like this need to really impress you, but it was because they really wanted you to feel that magnetism to them as well. And I think that with passion and energy being here, I don't think that this was a one-sided thing, because this is what was going on between the two of you. This is what was happening between the two of you the last time you saw one another. So I don't think it was one-sided, but this person wasn't sure of that. And then we have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. And I think that this person, especially with the 2 of Wands here, I think that they were also really just teetering on this idea of either letting this just be a moment in time where you two come back together, or putting in the work to see if this connection can go further. And I do feel as though they really would like that, but I'm not necessarily sure if they really have any plans right now. I think right now they're really more in this sense of like, they're more in like some sort of like receiving energy, where they really want to show you that they have changed, that they're doing better, and they're kind of hoping that in doing so, you may come toward them. But that's what I'm seeing from this. That's what I feel as though they were feeling the last time that they saw you. Let's go ahead and also get some channeled messages. Gosh, I can't believe my cat. That's so funny. I forgive you. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? I love you. We aren't good for each other. Okay, I need space. Gosh, a lot flew out. That's too many. Oh, goodness, too many. I just want one more. What do you want to say? Okay, well, I guess we'll do this. I don't know. You are my everything. I miss you. Yeah, I don't think that this was an expected encounter. And they're feeling a little confused. And they're kind of hoping, from what I'm getting from this, they're kind of hoping that you will take the lead in this. And that's not to say that they won't take the lead eventually, but I think this was something that was just very fast and like sudden and kind of a whirlwind, and it left them in a state of shock more than anything. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice for you guys. What advice is there for pile 3? What advice is there for pile 3 in terms of this connection? Okay. We have surrender. Hear ye, hear ye. You are hereby being called to unclench your grip on any old thought patterns that are getting in your way. Surrender any ideas that make you feel like a victim of circumstance, or which make your dreams relationship seem like an impossibility. The mayor of reinvention has just arrived and has made the following decree. Limiting beliefs about yourself and your life are heretofore forthwith officially and indubitably declared for the birds. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to get 2 more. What advice is there for pile 3 specifically in terms of this connection? Okay, we have listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional-grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. I also think with listening, something that's really important that goes beyond just giving other people what they need is listening to what people are listening, just like this says, and then listen to yourself and see if what they are saying is authentic and true and good and healthy for you. Okay, one more. What piece of advice is there? Okay, we have open-heartedness. I know that life and the people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. This piece of advice right here reminds me of this book that I read a few years ago, and then I work at the library, and yesterday a woman came in and checked out the book that I'm thinking about, and so it really got me thinking about this book again. It's called, oh my god, did I really just forget it? The Untethered Soul. It's called The Untethered Soul, and in the book it talks about open-heartedness, and I think that keeping your heart space open is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. And so if that, if this piece of advice resonated with you, I would highly recommend The Untethered Soul. It's a great book. But yeah, pile 3, this is what I'm seeing for you. I'm sorry about Lily. I hope that she warmed your heart a little bit and she wanted to say hi. You guys are very special. If this reading resonated with you, I would love to know about it in the comment section down below. If it didn't, that's okay too. Maybe there's another message for you somewhere in this video. If not, there might just not be a message for you here today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to email me at the address that I've listed in the description box down below. And hopefully I will have the chance to read for you again soon. Bye. Hi, pile 4. So today we are asking how your person was feeling the last time that they saw you. So how I'm going to do this is we're going to use the oracle cards that you chose as a means to describe what was happening the last time you two saw one another. And if that resonates, I'm also going to do tarot. We're going to get some advice, and we're also going to pull channeled messages. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it. I'm going to shuffle the tarot right now. How was pile 4's person feeling the last time? Oops. Jeez. How was pile 4's person feeling the last time they saw them? The 3 of Swords. Okay. The Ace of Wands. The King of Cups. The 8 of Wands, the Fool, the Knight of Wands, how were they feeling the last time they saw pile 4? We have, this is too many. We have the World. And we have the 7 of Cups. Oh man. Okay, and then on the back of the deck we have the 6 of Wands. Okay, pile 4. So for your oracle cards, you got consciousness, dependency, gratitude, inside looking out, and peace. What I feel from these cards is that the last time you two were in contact or you saw one another, some sort of reparation was attempted. Some sort of attempt to mend a mistake or harm that was done was attempted either by you or this person, or perhaps you came together trying to work on things. And it's done out of love, but also it was done out of love, but also out of fear. This is very, the energy that I'm getting from these oracle cards is a very interconnected type of energy. Like you two are very intertwined or enmeshed with one another, and I'm just sensing that there was some sort of reparation that needed to happen, or some sort of mending that needed to take place. And there was an attempt here. So when it comes to how they were, so if that resonates, let's go ahead and get into this. So in terms of how they were feeling, we have the Three of Swords and the Fool. And I'm really getting the sense that this person was deeply hurting. And whether or not that was because they hurt you or it was because they feel as though you harmed them, either way, there was a sense of pain here that they wanted to get rid of. There was this sense of pain that they really wanted to acknowledge and then move on from. They really wanted to start over. They wanted a fresh slate. There was this desire to have a fresh slate from the hurt that was going on because of this connection. And for the Six of Wands to be here, I really get the feeling that they really had this strong desire to come out on top with you. They really had this, oh my gosh, girl, this is Lily. She's been interrupting all my readings today. Hopefully please Lily, I'll give you some attention in a minute. What was I saying? Oh no. Okay, I think I was talking about the Six of Wands and how I think that they really had this desire to be successful with you. I'm not getting the sense of like them wanting to deceive you in any way or come out on top by themselves. It was really just them wanting to start over. And I'm not really sensing any like sort of anxiety either, apart from this dependency, which I don't necessarily know if there was like anxiety in this as much as there's just a lot of enmeshment. But really I just sense hurt and a desire to just start over, to bring about forgiveness and to bring about second, third, fourth. I don't know how many times this has happened. I'm assuming with dependency, this could be something that's kind of cyclical. But that's not going to resonate for all of you. But we also have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So again, there's this energy of inspiration, of wanting to start over, of wanting to begin again, and to really, if you know, with this inside looking out, another thing that I'm picking up on is that they could have seen you doing better after some sort of falling out, and now they feel as though they're missing out and they want to be a part of this. That's another thing that I'm picking up on. That's not for everybody, but I do sense this want on their end. There's this desire on their end to have fun with you, to really get past this sadness and go back to a place of play. And play in partnerships of any kind, in friendships, just in life in general. I think play is so important, and we as adults really forget about that a lot of the time. And I'm sensing this energy of play here with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. And then we have the King of Cups and the World, Ascension. And I'm sensing that in this last connection, this person really got a better understanding of their feelings, and I see it here with consciousness and peace too. I think that they felt as though they were in a better mind space or head space, and they really were able to acknowledge their feelings and transcend them, go beyond that. And there was also just a lot of care here. I'm sensing a lot of care here as well, on a deep level, that comes without manipulation. This was a care for you that genuinely just had to do with you, not in a way in which they hoped that because they care for you, you will return the favor or you will return the feeling. There was just a genuine care here. And then with the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Cups, I feel as though they really felt like the last time you two were together, a decision of some kind needed to be made, and it was something that they felt very pressured in. Like there wasn't enough time almost, or it was just something that was rushed. they felt rushed in some sort of way. But that's what I'm seeing from these cards, and with gratitude here, I do sense I don't sense any bitter feelings. There was no bitter feelings here. And I really don't sense any sort of manipulation. I just sense, I'm just getting the sense that they really want to be okay, and they want you to be okay too. And if that's together, that's good, but they really just want to, I'm sensing that they want health here. They want a healthy connection with themselves, with you. They hope that you are healthy and happy. Let's go ahead and get some channeled messages and see if there's anything else they would like to say. What would Pile 4's person like to say to them? What do they want to say to them? If you could say anything right now, what would you want to say? I need to let you go. If there was harm done by this person, I think they're really acknowledging this, and they're not I got distracted because I pulled this out, and then, okay, I'll just go ahead and read this, and hopefully I come up with the thought I wanted to say. I dream of you, girl. Okay, hold on. Lily, I'm almost done. Okay, so if there was some sort of harm here, I sense that they're really acknowledging this, and they're not trying to cling to you anymore. They really want you to do what is best for you. And I do sense that there's a lot of love here still, and I think that they really do hope that you would choose them. However, I think that also at the same time, they're really in a space that I don't think that they've been in before with this ascension here, with this world here. I think that they're finally realizing that love is not possessive, and they really want you to do what is best for you. Okay, let's keep going. What else would you like to say? Okay. I can't be just your friend. I need space. And are you my soulmate? Okay, and let's go ahead and get some advice for you as well. What advice is there for Pile 4 in terms of this connection? We have initiative. Step right up. You're being awarded a boost of initiative. This potent potion will give you the gusto you need to move your life in a previously unexplored direction. If you're in a relationship, then it's time to take initiative and make some interesting plans for you and your partner. If you're not in one, it's time to reach out to old friends, go on adventures, and potentially meet some new cohorts. Either way, this great journey is beginning with one small step, or one short text, or whatever. I'm not the boss of you. Yeah, I think that this card is really calling you to ask what it is that you want and step into your power to go and get it, whatever that is to you. What advice is there for Pile 4? Oops, okay. And we have, okay, compassion. I choose compassion over criticism. Walking a mile in other people's shoes reminds me they might be going through something tougher than I think. Like their shoes are too tight, or they're the kind of shoes that are too casual to be dressy, and too dressy to be casual. Basically, I have no idea what they're dealing with privately, so I'll cut them some slack and be thankful for the shoes I've been dealt. And we have rest. I take a step away from my stress, and then a deep breath, and then a crankiness-killing nap. When I get the rest I need, I instantly become a better version of myself, able to navigate complex relationships in a single bound. When I don't, I'm not, which means I shouldn't, but I try to, and then we can't. And it doesn't, but I did, so it wasn't. Ugh, good night. So yeah, I'm really getting from this, this need to, this calling for you to put yourself first. But Pile 4, this is what I'm seeing for you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comments section down below. If it didn't resonate, there might be another message for you in another pile, or there might not be. There might not be a message here for you today, and that's okay too. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the opportunity to read for you again in another video soon. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to email me at the address I've listed in the comment section or in the description box down below. Bye. Hi, pile 5. So today we are asking how your person felt the last time that they saw you. And I've already flipped over the oracle cards that you chose. This is going to represent what was going on the last time that they saw you. And if that resonates, then we'll go ahead and get into the tarot. We're also going to go ahead and get channeled messages and advice for you. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the tarot right now, and then we'll get into everything. Okay, how is pile 5's person feeling? We have the 9 of Cups. We have the Hierophant. We have the King of Swords. How is pile 5's person feeling? We have the 8 of Cups. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. I'm going to take both of these. We have the Devil and we have the Queen of Cups. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, and then on the bottom of the deck, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, let me just make sure everything's in shot. Perfect. So pile 4, let's go ahead and talk about your oracle cards. You guys received Body as a House, Growth, Guides, and Determination. And what I'm sensing from these cards is that the last time you saw your person, your connection was taken to a higher level. I think for a lot of you, with this Determination card, I'm sensing you know, something that was very goal oriented, but also just like very lighthearted and fun. Like I feel like there was a lightheartedness to this, and just a lot of things flowed very naturally. And I'm getting that feeling also here with Guides as well. I feel like for a lot of you, you guys, with Body as a House here, it was like you guys went on a date of some kind that really increased the intimacy of this. There was an increase in intimacy, whether that was physical intimacy or emotional intimacy, but I do feel very strongly as though the both of you were physically together. This was not, and it was planned. It wasn't like you guys ran into each other or you guys saw each other in your dreams, and it wasn't, it was just something very loving and full of enjoyment and very intimate the last time you saw one another. And I really do feel strongly as though there was physical intimacy between the two of you. And that physical intimacy or emotional intimacy really took this connection to another level. So if that resonated with you, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So for your tarot, let's see. Again, with the Nine of Cups and the Devils, I'm sensing physical intimacy. And one thing that could be a part of this was that there could have been like substances involved. There could have been like a little bit of overindulgence, like in terms of drinking or something like that. But at the end of the day, this person felt very passionately towards you the last time they saw you. But it was beyond just physical passion. There was also a lot of there were a lot of emotions here, and when I mean emotions, I don't mean negative emotions. They were very stable and positive emotions on his or her end. And then we have the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. And what I'm getting from this is, and what's interesting is that it's coming up right under growth. And what I sense is that your person is really, the last time they saw you, they were really looking at this from a different perspective than they had in the past. There was an emotional gentleness to this. There was an emotional sweetness to this, and their perspective just changed in a way. And I think it changed, like maybe but prior to this, there wasn't really that emotional connection or as deep of an emotional connection. And this really has shifted their perspective into one where they want to be much more gentler to you. They want to be sweeter to you. They want to do right by you. They want to do things the right way with you. And then we have the King of Swords and the Page of Wands. And again, with, for this card to come out, the key word here is intellect. And then the key word for the Page of Wands is exploration. And I think that this last interaction was a source of inspiration for this person. It was a way in which to think outside of the box. I'm feeling like muse energy. Like you really give them this opportunity to look at the world and at themselves and at you in ways in which they never have before. And this is something that really excites them and makes them very, there's passion in this. And then we have the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. And this is really interesting. I feel like, so one thing that I'm sensing from this is like a little bit of pressure on their end that they are not necessarily ready to accept. So while there's like this newfound intimacy and there's this, the connection has definitely shifted in some way, I think that they feel a sense of pressure in some sort of way, whether from you or just with this Hierophant energy, they feel as though this would be the right thing to do with the 10 of Pentacles, like having a more solidified foundation or a more committed type of foundation. And with walk away here, I feel as though they recognize that this is kind of like where this connection is headed. However, they're not, they're resistant to that still. There's not, the last time they saw you, there was a conflicting energy. Like they're okay being in this of considering things, but they're not okay going head on into it. And another thing that's interesting is that it's coming out right on top of determination, or right underneath determination. So yeah, I feel like there's like there's a little bit of conflicting energy. Like they didn't feel quite ready, But what's really interesting is that we have determination here, and then we also have the Queen of Wands, and the word here is determination. I don't think that with this walk away that there is anything for you to worry about. Like, I'm not taking this word literally. I think it's more so this energy of wanting to take things slow, wanting to really not rush things, but still having this goal in mind of something very sweet and emotional with you. There's this growth mindset. There's this growth mindset here in your person's mind. And that's not something that disappeared in this interaction. It just I think they felt like they needed to temper it down a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing with the tarot. So let's go ahead and get some channeled messages for you guys. What does pile 5's person want to say to them? What do they want to say to them? Okay, we have, I don't know what I want. I can't be just your friend. Oh, okay, there's more. Should I take all of them? I forgive you. Whoops. I love you. I'm not good enough for you. We both deserve to be happy. And this one just fell out on the floor. Hold on. I'm going to take it. My mind is set. Yes, I feel it with this determination. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some advice for you guys. What advice is there for pile 5? Okay, we have wait and see. Thoughts love to wander into assumptions and race ahead into the future. You know, that's kind of like that, the energy that I'm sensing with this, just wanting to temper it down. Like there's this pressure that they sense of really wanting to race ahead, and they don't want it to be a race. But what if you told them to cool their jets and chill a sec? Today you get to put your mental chatter on pause, to take a breath and simply wait and see how things play out before you let your mind run a marathon of imagined scenarios. Wait, and you'll see that waiting and seeing was a lot more productive than wondering and worrying. Insert audible sigh of relief here. Okay, let's keep going. What other advice is there for pile 5? Listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional-grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. And one more. What advice is there for pile 5? What advice is there for pile 5? It's like the energy is really trying to get you to wait and see. Receiving. I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways, from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bedbugs, or hate mail. I receive love, and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. Okay, pile 5. Well, this is where I am going to leave you for today. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If it didn't, that's okay too. There might be another message for you, or there just might not be a message for you today in this video. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you today, and I hope I'll have the opportunity to do it again soon. Bye!